Hey man, what are you doing?
I'm just writing new music.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
But I was messing around with my computer here, and I think we should put that away for right now. Check this out, though. Doesn't that sound good?
But can I, like...
No, I really think you should put that up, and we're just gonna stick with this.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Good. Hey guys, and welcome back. We are Ron and Don, and today we are going to be talking about 30 Seconds to Mars' new album, America.
Yeah, their new album.
30
America.
Seconds to Mars. 30 Seconds to Disappointment.
30 seconds to Jared Leto's new solo album.
30 Seconds to Being Let Down.
30 seconds to mainstream. The list goes on and on, folks. This is not a good album.
You know, not the direction I wanted them to go in at all.
30 Seconds to Mars. They've been a band since, what, like 2004?
Around then, yeah.
With the Leto brothers and other people. So, they came out with a solid debut album that was just a rockin' album with some experimental tracks in there, and
Yeah.
it was not what I expected, because I didn't start listening to that album. I started with A Beautiful Lie, which is their second album, which is also rock.
Yep,
and uses the
very good.
band to their full potential, and it's really good. The lyrics are really good, and they just use all these different instruments and just make some solid tunes.
Definitely a rock band for that album. And their next album is what? This Is War. That's definitely my favorite album they've put out. A lot of rock songs. They start with the woes in that album, though. They add a lot of woes.
That's where they start to get a little lazy
But
for me.
I really like what they did with their music there. Then they come out with the fourth studio album.
Love, Lust, Faith, and Dreams.
Yeah.
And then that's
kind of headed more towards the mainstream side of their music.
But the band was still present.
Yes. They had a few good songs on that album. It was pretty decent. And now we're at America, their fifth studio album.
This album feels like a Jared Leto solo album.
We'll tell you why. Alright, so we start with Walk on Water, their first single they released. When I first heard it, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought, you know, it wasn't bad. It's very different from what they're used to. It's really catchy. It has woes and ohs. I like the verses a lot. I love his voice in this song. But, you know, I'm like, okay, so this is their first song they're putting out. Okay, I can get behind that. Let's add a little more as the album progresses and they put more stuff out. So, what did you think about that track?
Look, Evan, this is just not my kind of it's not my kind of music. I very much dislike this song. I'm not the biggest fan of woes and ohs in every song replacing what could be great lyrics. It feels very predictable to me. The instrumental is not exciting. The lyrics aren't exciting. It's the most exciting song on the album. I'll give it that much.
Okay.
But I am not a fan of this song. There's no band.
Yeah, and this is one of their more political songs too. So yeah, that's Walk on Water. Their next song they released, which was, I think that was their second single, Dangerous Night. This song stepped in the wrong direction when they released it.
Yes.
Very, very different. You can definitely see here that they're trying to go more mainstream, and it's not a rock song, it's a pop song. No,
and look, I don't have a problem with bands changing their sound at all. But it's gotta work. This song is very predictable. The O's and O's are back again. Back again, replacing what could be good lyrics. We've heard Jared Leto write great lyrics.
Yeah.
But, I mean, really...
it's not an exciting song.
No, there's guitar in it. You know, and I wrote here, guitar for the chorus as a positive. Not the playing, just the fact that it's present.
Right? Yep.
I'm just bored. I'm just bored with this song.
Yep. And then you go on to Rescue Me. This song actually does use guitar. I was happy about that. But still very much uses and sounds like a pop song. I like how I think it's the pre-chorus, or in the chorus, they use that little synth in the back. But then after the chorus, when they do that, like, that thing that every pop and, like, kind of hip-hop rap song does, you're a rock band. what are you doing with all of this?
It's just, the problem for me isn't the change in genre. It's the fact that they're not using it to make it good. They're using the cliches of all of these genres, like the predictability, the crappy instrumentals. You can just tell what they're going to do with every song.
They're just trying to appeal to the modern youth, Brandon.
Yes, and the word for that is mainstream. The first 3 songs on here could easily fit on like a top 100 Billboard chart on the radio.
Yep.
That you just hear driving down the freeway. Like, there's no creativity with these songs.
And then to make it better, we move on to One Track Mind featuring ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, and I like ASAP Rocky, but not here. I don't like his bars on here.
Yep. Again, it's just appealing to the modern youth. And it's just a pop song. And
another crap instrumental, more
there's nothing to it.
Predictable lyrics, bland. Moving on to my favorite song, Monolith, which isn't a song, it's an interlude.
It's basically an interlude.
But it's like exciting.
Less than 2 minutes long.
The instrumental's fine.
That's all there is to it. So then we move on to Love is Madness featuring Halsey. I like the song. It kept me interested. I like that their voices, Jared Leto's and Halsey's voice, blend very well together with the song, I feel like. But again, it's just a pop song, and it's not the direction we were expecting them to go in. Yeah,
just not a fan of this kind of music. I mean, like, look, Halsey has a great voice. And so does Jared Leto.
Yeah.
And yeah, they blend well, but the lyrics and the instrumentals, it just doesn't keep me interested enough to want to listen to it again, to come back to it. It's been probably, besides Monolith, which isn't really a song, it's been the best one so far. I'll give it that. Moving on to Great Wide Open.
Great Wide Open. This is my favorite on this album. The main factor with this song is Jared Leto's voice. I mean, it's, especially when he hits that falsetto note in the verse, it's really good. But again, in the intro before he starts singing, he adds O's.
Yeah, like 40.
Why,
40 of them.
Why do you need to add that? Add like a piano riff or like a guitar riff or something. Like,
no, yeah, that's the other thing too. Instead of adding all of these woes and ohs with all your vocal stuff, like, you could use your band to this advantage and create some sort of musical passage, some instrumental feature in there that could really spice things up.
Yep.
But we gotta go with the woes and ohs and be lazy with everything. You know, I'm just bored to death.
But the crowd needs to be interactive with what they're doing.
You can do that
every single song.
You can do that live. Not on the record. At this point, I was thinking in the album, just like, give me some more variety.
Yep.
Give me a different song with instruments. Like, okay, that came out wrong, because look, I listen to a lot of music that doesn't use, real instruments, but at this point I just need some variety with this record. And this song didn't give it to me. The vocals are a plus for the song, but that's it.
And then we move on to Hail to the Victor. What do you have to say about this song, Brandon?
I have nothing to say. I don't like this song.
You have nothing to say about it?
Look, you gotta go with the O's and O's and O's again with this one, too. It's in every single song.
His voice in the verse, I like it, There's unique lyrics to it, but we need so much more.
Yes.
The pre-chorus does not need the clapping. You don't need that. Add like a drum fill or like a drum roll into the chorus, building up.
Sure.
And then you don't need those supersonic bass drops.
I'll tell you what, when I first heard this, usually they take the route of like these big, like, 4-chord instrumentals that can get the crowd going.
Yep.
It did take me by surprise with this. I didn't think they'd have this this like SoundCloud rapper bass drop going on, and it doesn't fit.
It was a letdown.
Yeah, more repetitive, predictable lyrics. Once you hear that first bass drop, repetitive, predictable instrumentals.
Yep.
I'm gonna say those words a lot. God help us all.
Wow.
Dawn Will Rise.
Dawn Will Rise. This is a slower song. It's kind of boring, honestly.
Yes.
There's nothing very special about this song. That's
all
all I have to say about it.
It looks like I wrote O, indicating that there are more woes and ohs in the song, in the album.
Yep.
More predictable lyrics. I like when it gets louder.
Yeah. It was just kind of a boring listen to me.
Yes.
This song wasn't very interesting.
No. All right. Remedy.
Remedy was a nice change of pace to me.
There's guitar.
I know, right? It's an acoustic ballad. I don't know if this is 100% accurate. I think it's Shannon Leto singing this song.
He wrote the lyrics. I saw that. So it might be.
Yeah, I think it's him singing this song, which I like that they actually changed something up with.
Yeah.
With that.
It's a good change of pace,
especially
for the album.
Yeah, from their electronic sound. They actually put an acoustic song in there.
Yeah. I mean, I like the guitar and I like Shannon's voice if that's him singing.
Mm-hmm.
But again, repetitive lyrics, predictable. But I'll take those positives over the negatives for this, I guess.
Then we go on to Live Like a Dream. Another kind of boring track.
Another boring track with woes and ohs and lazy lyrics.
This song has a record number of woes and ohs.
Oh, yeah. At least the band's in it, kinda.
Sort of. Very small.
Predictable lyrics, predictable instrumentals. But the vocals are good.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on to Rider, which was fine.
It was fine. I like the orchestral aspect of this song.
Yeah, that was a nice...
They added that was nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting, but, I mean, there's really nothing special about this song.
No, not really. It's fine. The band's in there.
Yeah.
It's more ooze.
There's
ooze in this one.
Okay.
Not O's. Ooze. Nice little change of pace.
Yeah. And that concludes America by 30 Seconds to Mars. So, Brandon, what would you say the positives of this album is?
The vocals.
Vocals? Okay.
He sang very well.
Yeah.
That's my positive.
There are some songs, though, you can hear a little bit of auto-tune in his voice, though, which I was surprised.
I don't have a problem with auto-tune. Like, I don't think he needed it. I don't think Jared...
Because he has a good voice on his own.
Yeah.
For me, the one thing I appreciate, though, is, this album is very much electronic-driven and, like, very different from their other stuff. But every song doesn't really sound the same, which is a nice touch because like every song is like kind of like a different tempo. It kind of changes up a little bit, but I mean there's nothing that's like we just heard that song. But yeah, Jared Leto's voice is incredible throughout this album. I wrote down I like what they were trying to do with the album, calling it America. Like they were trying to capture the appeal and like the state of America that it's in today.
Yeah, they have like 7 different album covers.
Because times are changing and the band definitely changed for this album.
Yeah.
If you could call them a band, but it's okay. I like what they were trying to do with the album.
Yeah, good intentions, I guess. I don't know, but part of me, part of me feels like they just had to get a record out.
It's been 5 years, though, since they released an album.
Well, yeah. Had to get a record out. This album, they've written so much better in so little time.
Yeah.
I don't think that they spent 5 years working on this album. At least it doesn't sound like that to me. I'm not impressed as I was hearing A Beautiful Lie for the first time. Mm-hmm. The variety on that album just exceeds everything on this. I don't like any of the instrumentals. I can't remember any of the songs. Like, none of them really stick out to me besides Walk on Water, because I've heard it the most.
Yeah.
And I guess Dangerous Night, because the guitar in there, it's a catchy song. And my other problem is it's super mainstream. Like, it feels like they made it this way just to appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's lazy. It's lazy.
It's true, yeah.
And I was just really bored listening to this album. And most of all, the lyrics and the instrumentals, just the songs in general, are very predictable, and I don't like that personally. There's people out there that like that, just that verse, chorus, bridge, chorus thing, but I don't really care for it, and just this style of music for me is just, it's not out of my wheelhouse, but I don't like it.
Overall, Brandon, what'd you think?
I am giving this a solid D-.
D-.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say I'd give it a D+. A little bit higher, but still I was very much let down by this album.
Very disappointed. But I do not recommend checking it out. Catch us next time.
Thanks for watching.